Today is Captain Dog's birthday.
Happy birthday, Captain Dog!
Thank you, everyone.
Daddy, you look sad.
Oh, it's nothing, son. Just seeing this here boat reminded me how much I miss the sea.
Captain Dog loves the sea.
Why not open your birthday present? It's a boat trip.
A boat trip? That's just what I wanted. Let's go! There's nothing better than sailing a boat. You could go anywhere you want in a sailing boat. We could head for the tropics or have an Arctic adventure. We might even see a whale.
It's just a day trip, dear.
This is the canal.
Now, where's the sailing boat?
We're going on this canal boat.
I see. We use the canal boat to get to the sailing boat.
No, dear. We're going on this boat for your birthday, and we're sailing it down the canal.
But on a canal, you can only go this way and that way.
It'll be fun.
Come on, Dad. It is a boat.
Yes, Danny, you're right. A boat on the water.
All aboard.
Oh, I wanted to say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go on, then.
All aboard! Raise the sail! Oh, where is the sail?
Canal boats do not have sails.
You just push this button to make the boat go.
Ah, thank you, Mummy Dog. And we're away.
Mrs. Duck is going faster than our boat.
Want a race, do you, Mrs. Duck? Full steam ahead! Can't this thing go any faster?
No, this is the top speed.
Oh.
Anyway, you want to slow down. We're coming to a mountain.
Ah!
Look out! There's a mountain in front.
We're gonna crash straight into it!
No, we're going into the tunnel.
There is a tunnel through the mountain.
It's all gone dark. And our voices sound funny.
We sailed straight through the middle of a mountain. Ha ha! This canal boat is actually quite fun.
Look, here comes another mountain.
And that means another tunnel.
Not this time.
Oh, there's no tunnel.
So what do we do?
We're going uphill.
There's no way in the world a boat can go uphill.
There is, and it's called a lock. Watch, I'll show you.
Mummy Dog is opening the gates to the lock.
Take her in, Captain. Just wait there while I close these lock gates. Now I'm letting in the water from the top.
We're going up.
The rising water is lifting the canal boat up.
Now I opened these gates. Take her out, Captain.
Full steam ahead! Whoa! Where's the ground gone?
We're in the sky. We're sailing over a bridge.
Yes, this bridge means we can sail high above the valley below.
Ha ha! Sailing across the sky. What could be a better adventure?
Sailing across the sky in a boat so high, floating on the water, sailing across the sky. Have you had a fun time, Daddy?
I should say so. I've sailed through mountains, over hills, and across the sky. This is my best birthday ever.
Captain Dog loves canal boats. Everyone loves canal boats.
Grumpy Rabbit's hovercraft.
Grandpa Pig is taking Peppa and George out for the day on his sailing boat.
Hello, Grandpa Pig.
Hello. Hello, old bean.
Grandpa, that man just called you an old bean.
Yes, Peppa. It's another way of saying old friend.
Are they your friends, Grandpa?
Oh, not really. We're just members of the same sailing club. Now, where did I leave my boat?
What does your boat look like, Grandpa?
It has a little red flag on top of the mast.
Like that little flag?
Ah, yes.
Oh dear, Grandpa Pig's sailing boat has sunk.
I'm afraid we can't go sailing today, children.
Oh.
Here is Grampy Rabbit on his hovercraft. What is that monstrosity?
Is it allowed at the sailing club?
Hello! What a marvellous day for sailing!
Hello, Grampy Rabbit.
Peppa, you look sad. What's the matter?
We can't go sailing because our boat has sunk.
Oh dear. Why don't you hop onto my hovercraft?
Hooray!
I really don't think this is quite...
Hold on to your hat!
Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft can go on land and water.
I built it myself! You'd never guess, would you? We don't need that bit.
You can't drive this thing around here. You're not a member of the sailing club.
But you're a member, aren't you?
Yes, but...
That's all right, then.
Nothing like a peaceful day's sailing.
The calmness of the water, the quietness of the... Oh, what's that horrible noise?
Hello there! Lovely day for a sail!
It's that monstrosity again.
Is that Grandpa Pig?
hello?
I say, is anybody else thirsty?
Me!
I saw an old shed back there selling juice.
That's not an old shed. That's the Sailing Club Cafe. It's for members only.
Yes, whatever. Let's go and get some juice. Hello there. 4 beakers of juice, please.
I'm afraid you cannot be served here, sir, unless you're a club member.
I'm not, but he is.
Hello. 4 juices, please.
Ah, yes, sir.
This is the life, eh? The sea and the sky and the boat sailing by.
But the boats are not sailing by, Grampy Rabbit.
There's no wind. Without wind, sailing boats can't sail.
Help!
Help!
We need to rescue them, Grampy Rabbit.
Good idea, Pepper. Hold on to your socks. Ahoy there! Toss me a line and I'll tow you back in. Here we go!
Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft is towing the sailing boats back to shore.
We're towing the boats to shore, boys. We're towing the boats to shore. We're towing the boats to the car park. Towing the boats to be parked. I brought everyone back to the car park. That way, they don't have so far to walk to their cars.
But sailing boats don't go on land like hovercrafts.
Oh, yes.
Grandpa Pig, who is this friend of yours?
So sorry about that.
Sorry, about what?
We want to thank him for rescuing us.
Oh, I see. He's called Grampy Rabbit.
Delighted to meet you, Old Bean.
You're very welcome, Old Bean.
3 cheers for Grampy Rabbit. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hip,
Hooray!
Sailing boat.
Grandpa Pig is taking Peppa and George sailing. Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig. Here are Mr. Stallion and Mrs. Corgi. They are members of the sailing club.
Hello. We're just going out for a sail.
It's a bit early for sailing.
Yes, you can't go sailing now.
Thank you for your advice. See you later.
Grandpa, your friend said that we can't go sailing yet.
They don't know what they're talking about. Oh, bother.
Grandpa's boat is stuck in the mud.
There's no water, Grandpa.
Yes. The tide seems to be out.
So we can't go sailing?
Don't worry. The water will come back again soon and the boat will rise up.
The The water is coming back.
It certainly is.
The water is lifting Grandpa's boat out of the mud.
We're bobbing up and down.
Let's go sailing.
Aye, aye, Captain Grandpa.
Off we go.
I love sailing.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig.
Are you okay there?
Do you need any help or advice, old chap?
We're doing just fine, thank you. Bye.
Grandpa, they're going quicker than us.
There's no need to hurry when you're sailing.
We're bobbing up and down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. A bobbing, 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 bobbing up and down. The boat bobs up and down.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig. Time to head back if you don't want to miss the tide.
If you leave it too late, you'll get stuck in the mud.
Ha-ha, right you are. Goodbye. I don't listen to them. I know more about the tides than they ever will.
The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up. Oh, we've stopped bobbing.
Ah, the tide seems to have gone out.
Are we stuck in the mud, Grandpa?
Yes, but only until the tide changes. Then the water will lift us up again.
When will the water come back?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh,
We'll just have to spend the night on the boat.
a sleepover! Hooray!
I'd better give Granny Pig a call.
Hello?
Hello, Granny Pig. We've decided to spend the night out on the boat.
You mean you've got the tides wrong?
No, of course not. I just...
We're stuck in the mud, Granny!
I knew it.
It's an adventure, Granny. We'll see you in the morning.
Where will we sleep, Grandpa?
Here. The boat has 2 little bunk beds.
Ooh!
And I will sleep on deck, under the stars.
Night-night, Grandpa!
Night-night, Peppa and George.
Peppa and George are asleep in the bunks. Grandpa Pig is asleep on the deck. The stars are twinkling in the sky above. It is morning.
We're bobbing up and down.
Look, children, the water is back.
Hooray!
Grandpa Pig's boat is floating again.
Time to sail home.
Aye, aye, Captain Grandpa. The boat bobs up and down.
Granny Pig has come to meet Peppa and George.
Granny Pig! Granny!
Hello, my little ones. Did you have a nice time?
Yes! We got stuck in the mud and had a sleepover.
Peppa loves sailing. Everyone loves sailing.
The Great Barrier Reef.
Peppa is on holiday in Australia at Kylie Kangaroo's house.
I love it here at your house, Kylie.
Yes, I could stay here forever.
It's great having you all stay, but I will have to go to work today.
What is your job, Mrs. Kangaroo?
I'm a marine biologist.
What's that?
I study sea creatures, like these little fish here.
Ooh, a fish tank.
But the fish I study don't live in a tank. They live in the sea.
Do the fishes in the sea have little bridges to swim through and treasure to play with?
No, Peppa. That's just the sort of stuff people put in fish tanks.
Would you all like to come and see where I work?
Yes, please. I've been to where my daddy works. There was a telephone, lots of paper and colouring pens. It was a very nice office.
I think you'll find my office is pretty fun too. This is my office.
Where?
There, Peppa, the sea. I've got the best office in the world.
But But how can you work in the sea?
With this submarine.
Wow!
Do you want to ride?
Yes, please!
Okay, hop in.
Wow! It's all the colours of the rainbow.
That's coral. Coral is made of lots and lots of tiny creatures.
Ooh!
And the coral stretches for miles and miles.
We call it the Great Barrier Reef.
It's my job to keep the coral safe.
Can we take some coral home with us?
Sorry, Peppa. We can look, but we mustn't touch.
If every visitor took a little bit of coral home,
Soon, all the coral would be gone.
We must never, never take anything away from here.
Ah, look, little fish. They're clownfish. Clownfish? They do look quite funny.
Look over there.
A big blue starfish. There's a tiny red one.
And a spiky green one.
What's that? That's a turtle. Ooh. Hello, Mrs. Turtle. How are you today?
You see how lucky I am to work in such an amazing place, Peppa?
Look, a little bridge, just like in your fish tank.
Oh, you're right, Peppa. It is quite like the fish tank here, except there's no treasure chest, of course.
What have you seen, George?
It looks like a chest full of gold coins.
Wow!
George has found a treasure chest.
You see, Daddy, everything is the same as the fish tank.
Yes.
That gold must be worth a fortune.
I think I can get it.
But you said we must never take anything away.
I meant natural things that belong here.
That's right. These gold coins don't belong here, so we need to remove them.
Ah!
It will all go to a good cause.
Yes, it'll pay for lots more marine research.
Hooray!
That was a good day at the office.
We saw coral and fishes and a turtle.
This is a great holiday.
I don't want it to ever end.
But you are going to leave sometime, right?
Oh, not that you aren't welcome to stay as long as you like, of course.
Thank you, Mrs. Kangaroo.
This holiday is the best.
Peppa is having a lovely holiday with Kylie Kangaroo.
Tinyland.
Mummy and Daddy Pig are taking Peppa, George and Suzy Sheep to visit Tinyland.
Daddy, what is Tinyland?
It's a world just like the real world, Peppa, but very tiny.
It will be fun and educational.
Is it real, with real tiny people living in it?
No, it's just pretend.
If everything there is tiny and small, then we will be giants. And we will go, hello, little people. And they will go, ah, giants! I can't wait to get there.
Stop!
What's the problem, Mr. Bull?
There's no problem, Mummy Pig. We're just digging up the road.
Will it take long?
It will take as long as it takes.
But we're going to Tinyland today.
Oh, I love Tinyland. Everything's so tiny. And educational. That's important. Through you go.
Thank you, Mr. Bull.
Thank you.
Stop!
But you let them through.
They are going to Tinyland. That's important.
Welcome to Tinyland, where everything is really tiny and educational. Feast your eyes on the world of famous places.
Wow!
These are exact copies of real famous buildings, but a bit smaller.
Ooh!
Here's Big Ben, and next to it, the Eiffel Tower, just like it is in the real world.
And the pyramids, Sydney Opera House, Statue of Liberty and the Kremlin.
But these famous buildings aren't all on the same street in real life.
Aren't they? Well, you learn something new every day.
Ooh, look at that!
This is the land of water.
Ooh, there are tiny little boats. And there's even a tiny Miss Rabbit. Boats! Boats! Get your boats here!
Yes, that is just one of my many jobs.
This looks just like Pirate Island. And there are some pirates. Ha-ha! What was that? Dinosaur.
This is the land of dinosaurs.
Wow!
This is how the world looked a long time ago, before houses and cars and stuff. Here is a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Ooh!
And over there is a Triceratops. One is a herbivore and the other is a carnivore. Oh, look! They are playing together, just as they would have done.
Amazing! This is exactly as it would have been all those millions of years ago.
Except for the train.
All aboard! There you are again, Miss Rabbit, driving the train. Full steam ahead! Where's it going now?
To tiny modern land.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, the train went on the track. Puff and puff, clickety-clickety-clack. This is like where we live, Peppa. Yes, there are houses and cars and hills and trees and trains and planes and boats.
It's a busy world. 24-hour non-stop.
Stop! Oh, it's broken.
No, it's not. Look there.
Stop! It's a tiny little Mr. Bull digging up the road. That's what happened to us on our way here.
Tiny land is just like the real world, down to every tiny detail.
We're digging up the road! Desert Island.
Peppa and George are at Danny Dog's house. Captain Dog is telling stories of when he was a sailor.
I sailed all around the world, and then I came home again.
Ooh.
But now I'm back for good. I'll never get on a boat again.
Daddy, do you miss the sea?
Well, sometimes.
It is Grandad Dog, Grandpa Pig and Grampy Rabbit.
Hello?
Can Captain Dog come out to play?
What? We are going on a fishing trip.
On a boat.
On the sea. OK, let's go.
But, Daddy, you said you'd never get on a boat again.
Oh, yes. So I did.
OK, bye-bye.
Bye. Well, there they go. Off on a boat. Without me.
What are you going to do now, Daddy?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll clean the seaweed off the house.
You don't get seaweeds on houses.
No, of course not. We'll take my boat.
Are you sure your boat's safe, Grampy Rabbit?
Oh, of course it's safe. I built it myself. Oh, we don't need that bit. Off we go. I love going fishing.
Me too.
And what do you need for a fishing trip?
Fishing rods?
No! The picnic basket!
It's very good of you to steer the boats, Grampy Rabbit.
But I'm not steering the boat. I thought somebody else was.
Oh dear, no one is steering the boat.
We're lost at sea.
And look! Grampy Rabbit's boat is sinking.
Don't panic! I've been in worse situations than this.
Really?
No, this is the worst.
We're saved!
But we're stuck on a desert island.
With just the sea and the sky for company.
And we haven't got any food.
Ooh, I've got a chocolate bar.
Good. We should save the chocolate in case we get hungry later.
Oh dear, Grampy Rabbit has eaten all the food.
What a terrible place to be stuck. Is anyone else missing cheese?
We've only been here 5 minutes, Grampy Rabbit.
I'm going to put a mark in the sand for every time I think about cheese.
We need to call for help.
Call for help? What an excellent idea!
Grampy Rabbit is very good at shouting.
Help!
What was that?
That was the call of the sea. Someone is in trouble.
What can we do?
We'll rescue them. We can use Grandad Dog's boat. Wait a minute. I said I'd never get on a boat again.
But, Daddy, they need rescuing.
You're right. Just this once. I shall sail again. Life jackets on.
Aye, Captain Dog.
Full sail!
All our food is gone. There's nothing left to eat. There must be something to eat.
Ahoy there!
Hooray! We're saved!
Captain Dog has rescued the granddads.
Land ahoy! Everyone off the boat. Farewell, everybody. See you in a few weeks.
Daddy, where are you going?
Me? I was just thinking of sailing around the world again.
But, Daddy, you're not a sailor anymore.
No, of course not.
Leave the sailing to us, Captain Dog.
Yes, and when they get lost again, you can rescue them. The Little Boat.
Peppa and her family are going on a picnic.
I love picnics.
Me too.
The picnic spot is on the other side of the river.
Oh, how do we get over there?
We take a little boat. You call it by ringing this bell.
Hello there!
It is Grampy Rabbit in his rowing boat.
Would you like to cross the river?
Yes, please.
Oh, stop, Daddy Pig. There's no more room.
Oh,
Bye-bye, Daddy.
Don't worry. I'll come straight back for you.
bye.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Picnic spot. Everybody off.
Thank you, Grampy Rabbit.
Daddy Pig is still waiting to get across the river.
Hello, Mr. Pig.
Here are the Wolf family.
What are you doing here?
We're having a picnic. Would you like to join us?
Yes, please, Mr. Pig.
Ah, more passengers. Women and children first. Oh, stop! The boat is full.
Oh.
I'll be straight back for you two.
Bye-bye.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the creek. If you see a big fat wolf, don't forget to shriek.
Hello, Peppa. Hello, Wendy. We're joining your picnic. Oh, goody.
But where's Daddy Pig?
I left him with Mr. Wolf.
I'm getting a bit hungry.
Don't worry. We've got the picnic.
All aboard! Oh, stop, Mr. Wolf. There's not enough room for you.
Oh, dear.
I've got an idea. You wait here, Grampy Rabbit, and we'll go over.
All right. I could do with the rest.
Mr. Wolf and Mr. Pig are crossing the river together.
I'm really hungry now.
Hooray! We're here!
Hello, Daddy. Where's the picnic?
Oh,
Grampy Rabbit is waiting with the picnic.
I forgot the picnic.
You can't have a picnic without a picnic.
Oh, you're right there. What about me, Grampy Rabbit?
No room, Daddy Pig. I'll come back for you.
It is Mrs. Duck and her friends.
Hello, Mrs. Duck. If you've come for the picnic, you'll have to wait for the little boat, like me. Or you could just swim across, like you're doing.
Here's the picnic hamper, everybody.
Hooray! And here are the ducks. The ducks always turn up when we have picnics.
Would you like some cheese, Grumpy Rabbit?
Well, I should really be getting back. Oh, I do love a bit of cheese.
I love jelly. I love sandwiches. Strawberry!
They've forgotten me.
Here's some cake for you, Mrs. Duck. Is cake your favourite? It's Daddy's favourite too. Oh, where is Daddy?
We forgot Daddy.
Ahoy there! I've come to take you to the picnic.
Hooray!
Daddy Pig!
Oh, we forgot you.
But I saved you some jelly. I saved you a sandwich.
And George saved you a strawberry.
How nice of you all. Is there any cake?
No, we gave it to the ducks. But look, Mrs. Duck has saved you a worm.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Duck.
Going boating.
Peppa and her family have come to the lake to go boating.
Boats! Boats! Get your boats here!
What sort of boats do you have, Miss Rabbit?
I've got canoes.
Ooh, let's have a canoe.
You have to paddle a canoe? That's hard work.
I've got sailing boats.
It's a bit tricky to sail a sailing boat.
And I've got pedalos.
They look nice and relaxing.
Yes, they've got a big paddle wheel to make them go.
Let's have a pedalo.
When I ring this bell, it's time to bring the boat back. Enjoy your boat trip.
It's not moving.
No. How do we start the engine?
You're the engine, Daddy Pig. You have to pedal.
Oh, I see. Off we go then.
It's a bicycle on the water. Riding in a pedalo on a sunny lake. Daddy is the engine. I hope he doesn't break.
Here are Emily Elephant and her family.
Hello, Miss Rabbit. We'd like a canoe, please.
Certainly.
The elephant family like canoeing.
Paddles ready?
Yes,
Daddy Elephant.
Then let's go.
Ahoy there, Miss Rabbit.
It is Danny Dog and his dad, Captain Dog.
We'd like a boat, please.
Certainly. I have canoes, sailing boats or pedalos.
I didn't sail the world and make my fortune to splash around in a pedaloo. We'll take the sailing boat.
Do you know how to work it?
Do I know how to work it? I'm Captain Dog. Ruff! Come on, Danny. All aboard! Full sail!
Aye, aye, Captain Dad. Hello, we're sailing. We're canoeing. We're pedaling. Look, an island.
We could go there for our picnic.
Hooray! Oh. The island is a bit small to have a picnic on.
We can have our picnic in the boat.
Who'd like a sandwich?
Me, please.
Here's some bread, Mrs. Duck.
Mrs. Duck loves picnics. Everyone loves picnics.
Come in, boats. 1, 2 and 3. Your time is up.
1, 2 and 3. That's us.
Let's see who can get back first. We'll have a race.
Yes! Pedal faster, Daddy.
I'm not sure I can pedal much faster.
Oh, Daddy Pig. I'll do the pedalling.
Quicker, Mummy.
This is quite hard work, isn't it?
Aha! We'll be carried back by the wind, Danny. Oh,
What is it?
the wind has stopped.
Without any wind, the sailing boat cannot go.
We'll just have to wait for the wind to pick up again.
How long will that take?
I don't know. It could be weeks.
Can't we use the engine?
Oh, you don't have engines on sailing boats, Danny. Oh.
The sailing boat does have an engine.
Full sail!
Emily and her family are in the lead.
Pedal faster, Mummy.
Oh,
We're going to win the race.
Here come Danny and Captain Dog.
Hooray! We win!
that was exhausting. Next time we'll take a sailing boat.
Yes, sailing boats have engines on them.
Daddy?
See you later, Danny. I've decided to sail around the world again.
But you said you were going to stay home.
Oh, yes. I'm not a sailor anymore. But I do love boating on the lake.
Everyone loves boating on the lake.
London!
Peppa and her playgroup are visiting London for the day.
Children, this is London.
Wow, it's so busy.
There's so much to see, I just can't decide where to go first.
My friend the Queen lives in London. Maybe she can help.
This is the palace where the Queen lives.
Hello?
Please, can I speak to the Queen?
I am the Queen. Who are you?
It's Miss Rabbit. You said if I was ever in London, I should drop in to see you.
Ah, Miss Rabbit. Come in, come in. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Queen. We're visiting London for the day.
We were hoping you could tell us the best places to see.
I can do better than that. After all, London is my city. I'll give you a guided tour myself.
Hooray!
The best way to see London is on a double-decker bus.
Ooh.
Mr. Driver, please may we borrow your bus?
Borrow my bus? You must be joking.
No, I am your queen.
In that case, Your Majesty, take it.
If the Queen asks you to do something, you must do it.
Everyone up to the top deck.
The bus has stairs in it.
The double-decker bus has seats at the top.
I'm the Queen and I will be your tour guide today. First stop, Big Ben. This tall clock tower is called Big Ben.
Actually, Big Ben is the bell, not the tower.
You know a lot for a little elephant.
I'm a clever clogs.
Oh.
That was loud.
That is the sound of Big Ben telling us the time. It rang 3 times, so it is 3 o'clock.
If it rang 6 times, would that make it 6 o'clock?
Yes, it would.
And if it rang 100 times?
Then it would be broken. On with the tour. Next stop, Tower Bridge. We need to cross the bridge to continue the tour. Stop! You can't cross!
Look, there's a big ship. It's going to bang into the bridge. The bridge is lifting up. Wow!
Tower Bridge lifts to let tall ships sail through.
Good. Now the ship has passed, we can be on our way. Please lower the bridge.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but there's another ship coming.
This is really too much. We can't wait around all day. Hold tight, everyone.
The bus is balancing on the bridge.
Now what do we do?
Hang on a minute, lads. I've got a great idea. Everybody move to the front of the bus.
Okay. Hooray!
The Queen is good at driving buses.
Are you enjoying your tour, children?
Yes! Open-top buses are the best. Why aren't all buses open like this one?
It is raining.
Ah, yes. That's why all buses aren't open like this one.
Children, open your umbrellas.
It is very important to take an umbrella when you visit London.
Next stop, Trafalgar Square. Oh dear, what a shame. Trafalgar Square is full of puddles.
But we love puddles. Come on, have a splash, Your Majesty.
It does look rather fun, and one is wearing one's boots. Whee!
The Queen loves jumping in London puddles. Everybody loves jumping in London puddles.
Grandpa Pig's greenhouse.
Peppa and George are visiting Granny and Grandpa Pig.
Hello, Grandpa.
Hello, Peppa and George.
Ooh.
George has found a ball.
Ah! Careful, George. This is my greenhouse. It is made out of glass, which breaks easily.
Oh.
Let's throw this ball out of harm's way.
Oi! Who's throwing footballs at my greenhouse?
Ah! People who live in glass houses should not throw footballs.
You threw it first! It nearly smashed my greenhouse!
Call that a greenhouse? It's a pile of rotten old windows.
It's good enough for growing tomatoes!
I'm amazed you can grow anything in that rubbish tip.
I'll grow more than you do in your fancy glass box!
Grandad Dog and Grandpa Pig are the very best of friends.
Grandpa, why is your greenhouse made of glass if glass breaks easily?
Because I grow plants in it. Let me show you. These plants like sunlight, and glass lets the light in.
Ooh, this plant smells lovely.
Oh, that's just basil. Granny Pig throws the seeds in a pot and it just grows.
Oh.
Let me show you something that takes real skill to grow. My tomatoes.
They are very small, Grandpa.
Eat one and tell me what it tastes like.
It tastes of... nothing.
Well, they're not quite ready yet.
Hello, my little ones.
Granny Pig!
Could I have some tomatoes, please, Grandpa Pig?
No. I'm afraid the tomatoes aren't ready. Maybe in a few weeks.
But I want to make tomato salad for lunch.
Grandad Dog is growing tomatoes.
Yes. Maybe Grandad Dog will lend us some.
I don't think we want Grandad Dog's rusty old tomatoes.
Cooey! Grandad Dog!
Ah, Granny Pig. Lovely to see you this fine morning.
Do you have any tomatoes we might borrow?
Borrow? You can take as many tomatoes as you like. The tomatoes have done very well this year.
They look a lot bigger than your tomatoes, Grandpa.
They may be bigger, but that doesn't mean they're better.
Peppa, would you like to taste one?
Yes, please. Yummy. That is the best tomato I have ever tasted ever.
How did you grow them, Grandad Dog?
I didn't really mean to grow them. I just threw some old tomato seeds down in the corner there and they grew. Fill your basket. There's too many for me to eat.
Thank you. We're going to make a lovely tomato salad.
Ah, I know a great recipe for a tomato salad.
Lovely. Can you make it for us?
The problem is, my recipe needs basil, and I haven't managed to grow any basil.
My grandpa has lots of lovely basil.
Really?
Oh, yes. Grown heaps of the stuff. Let me show you.
Very impressive. Tell me, what's the secret of growing basil?
Well, it's quite tricky. The first thing you have to do...
I throw some seeds in a pot and the basil grows.
You mean it just grows by itself?
Yes.
Is it lunchtime yet, Granny?
Oh, my poor darlings, you must be starving.
Let's make that tomato salad. First we slice the tomatoes, add a little splash of olive oil, a shake of pepper, a teeny tiny pinch of salt, and finish the whole thing off with these lovely basil leaves. Tuck in, everyone!
Marvellous tomatoes.
Thanks to my greenhouse. Beautiful basil.
Thanks to my greenhouse.
This is the best tomato salad in the world ever!